Hey, Viola Rules here, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. So we're in the middle of the third class trial, trying to figure out who killed Tenko and Angie, and we're disputing Kokichi's claim that only the student council members could have gotten into Angie's room. That's the one we're tackling first. We'll get to Tenko's probably in the latter half of the trial. That's how these usually go. But let's go ahead and start.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Yeah, remember that? Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Huh, I was expecting the sound effect from that scene to play. There, open sesame.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
No, you didn't.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
No, you didn't.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie.
No, you didn't.
The culprit was
You
me
liar.
all along.
What?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
It is a joke.
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
Are you guys stupid? Yes, you all are
No,
stupid. I don't
he's
know why I
lying.
asked that.
I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie.
No, you didn't.
Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Not always.
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Yes, but...
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room.
I actually don't know how the culprit locked the room, but I know that the lockpick is not the right answer.
They used a different method.
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was...
The door the culprit locked last was the back door.
That's it!
Because it had the gold dust on it.
The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
The tool that the culprit used to slide the sliding lock from the outside was... Oh, okay, we're doing this. I was about to say, I don't have the answer to this. Oh, hey. Hello. Of course, I have to uncover it entirely. Gotcha. I don't know. Oh, it was the katana. That's why there was gold dust on it? Okay, interesting.
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
Oh, but why?
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock because...
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Yeah, I already mentioned how it was an item from the first game. Although the one in the first game was a knockoff version, this is the actual authentic katana. Which still flakes off, so that doesn't make any sense.
Different school? What school was it?
Hope's Academy, yeah, we know.
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right?
Yes.
But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself.
Layout of the area?
It was an odd setup after all.
Yeah, it was.
The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigy's hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No, because it's not required for the ritual.
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
A different purpose? What could that have been? Culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Oh, okay. Well, I'm fine with doing this because I honestly have no clue. So, doing this will actually help me. I already got the hidden Monokuma, so I don't have to worry about getting it in this minigame or any of the other ones. What turned the handle of the sliding lock? Okay. It was the katana's hilt, obviously. We already determined that. Next question. Oh. I actually don't know. Let's see, what are my options? Sliding lock was not tampered with, so the katana was stabbed into the effigy. Okay. Ooh, this is a big one. Affect the lock. How is the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? Spinning it? Okay, so the effigy was spun to make the katana hit the lock and close it. But why was it necessary to do that?
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
But the way that they were hung, they couldn't spin, right? Am I wrong about that?
Effigy spun?
Oh,
That's right.
why?
When you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
Okay.
Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
The culprit
Yeah.
simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. The This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
So does that mean that the katana is not the murder weapon?
That's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with a katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
Yes.
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
But why not just use your hands and lock it? I don't
Which is
understand.
why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
In a way.
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony.
Yeah.
That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
Okay, so Mio was right. It was a diversion.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed.
He's still not the culprit.
I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
A lie.
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Why are you surprised?
Cough it up, Kokichi! Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I
Probably
wanted
'cause he
to
was
lure
bored.
the culprit out.
What do you mean?
If I claim to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me?
Oh, I see.
And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious.
Yeah, but that didn't happen.
Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay, I'll start right now.
I don't know what she said, but I don't think I wanted to know.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
Mew, I can't hold it up anymore.
Shut up!
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Cum dumpster! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
Good God.
What should we talk about now?
Not that.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab.
Right.
Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council.
Right, but we've
Doesn't matter
already
if
said
she
it
was
couldn't
besties
be
with
her.
Angie, she's still a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. That's just a waste of time.
Me? A suspect?
Again?
Never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect rangers.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down.
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers. What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list?
Well, talk about what you were doing at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
Oh. Okay. I honestly thought that Himiko didn't really like Tenko all that much.
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but... Can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you
The two
mean?
victims could have been killed by two separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Oh.
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you!
Oh my god, Himiko actually reciprocated Tenko's feelings for her.
Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko...
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Oh.
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Because she promised, well, I guess she made a silent promise to Tenko to show her emotions more.
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her death head on.
Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is... Death Curse! I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Yeah, it would.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run! I won't forgive something so messed up!
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
Okay, so we're gonna tackle Tenko's case first.
Oh, unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
Maybe, but it'll shed some light on Angie's case, so just sit tight, Kokichi.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever.
Also, think of it this way. If it is two different killers, since whoever killed Tenko can't be the Blackened in this case, it narrows Angie's killer down by... Well, it gets rid of a suspect for her case.
Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Kind of.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, maybe.
You're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So what do we talk about first?
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Okay.
Tancrotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
Tancrotch!
The people who attended the seance. People who attended the seance were Koikyo, me, Himiko, and Kokichi. Right.
That's it! It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits!
Yes, technically.
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Yeah, still.
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the four is really... Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
Yeah, he did, but that's just because he wants to do the seance. He did not kill Tenko.
True,
At least I don't think he
I may
did.
have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes?
Yes,
If
he
we
did.
all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either.
Right,
I
we
was
all
not
played
the
a
one
part.
who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
Oh yeah, that's right. She specifically set the middle room. However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this. Very well, I shall begin the preparations at once.
Oh, right.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Right, also point of entry is highlighted because there were technically 2 points of entry, not just from the hallway, but the underground passage we found too. The point of entry from the outside you must be referring to... are you talking about this?
There!
Oh, well, that's what I was talking about, but...
You're talking
Okay.
about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person could move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If
Yep.
the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect?
Who?
It's appearing before me.
Just say it.
Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Okay, so apparently something he says is wrong. Cage child was for Kibo's flashlight function of the
sneaked in
hole
during
in
the
the corner.
seance by crawling under the floor.
Yeah.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh?
What
Now,
about
hold on
it?
a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second!
It's true that with a little light you can move around under the floor. But is that possible?
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, villain had a light.
That's wrong!
Okay, there we go. I knew that was the incorrect statement, I just couldn't figure out what to shoot at it.
I don't think the culprit could have used a light while under the floor. There was a hole in the corner of the room. If a light were used, it would have leaked through and we would have seen it.
Right.
But when we did the seance, the room was definitely pitch black.
Yeah, we couldn't see
So
anything.
a light was not shined under the floor, which means you cannot claim I am the culprit.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
Wow.
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
Yeah, me too.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Enough with the flashlight! It's way too bright!
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from underfloor.
Yes, but at the same time I disagree because of where she was stabbed.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that.
Reference to the second game, which is what I was thinking, but no,
That'd
I
let
don't
the
think
culprit
so.
find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Yeah,
The corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
no, it did not.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right?
Right.
If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
And we'll find out what that issue is in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed this one, give this video a like. Also be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, as well as support my Patreon, and check out my reaction channel. All those links will be in the description below. And subscribe for more. And if you aren't subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon to get notified when I upload videos. This is Viola Rules, signing off. Talk to you later.